pulled the hood. Now it's the beginning. Start draining the fluids, pulling intercooler pipes and everything else. We're just going to do a time lapse. It's nothing really special. If I get to something that seems interesting, I'll take a short video and talk to you guys for a little bit. But here we go. I feel like somebody's watching me. Don't mind the Joe Rogan podcast in the background. Gotta have something to break up the silence while we're in the garage. Draining fluids. Fun, fun, fun. One trick, leave the cap on. It'll start slow. And then once it gets some air pockets in it, then she'll start going. If you're really impatient, full throttle. If I spill this, it's because I'm trying to get a shot. That's going to really annoy me. Captain Planet says recycle your fluids. I'd like to point out something I think is kind of cool that I made. Little carbon fiber factory radiator brackets. Not quite at the perfect angle, but they're close, they work. Made them myself. Better than the rusty stamped steel ones. I think I was missing one anyway. But see, drain the coolant, pulled some of the pipes, pull the radiator, pull the rest of the intercooler piping off, pulled some of the wiring off. Got about another hour or so to go tonight. See how far we get. One thing I've learned from taking this in and out, only like 3 times, I'm not doing any more bolted flanges. This is a pain. Sometimes it leaks and stuff, but just if you have to pull it a couple times just to do maintenance or anything else, spend the money and just buy a V-band set and weld it on there. Assuming you're like, you're tinkering around and making stuff at home yourself. Because just flanges and gaskets, just old school. Save yourself the headache, spend the money, and just buy a V-band set. All the stuff I wanted to get done over this off season, like little stuff I add to it, like swapping motors, which I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do. Like I'm gonna pull in some, I'm gonna try to clean up and paint the bay. I want to kind of strip my harness down and pull out all the wires that don't do anything anymore, just kind of thin it out a little bit, clean it up. And I wanted to think about remaking some pipe, just tidy up the bay. It looks too busy, it looks like there's too much going on. And I was taking stuff apart and thinking about all the work it would take to do all the stuff I want to do. And then in my head it's like, I'll get roughly 1 day a week, maybe. One day on the weekend, maybe an hour or 2 here through the week. I only have like 7 weeks till the first event, which I'm not really in a rush to make or anything, but it's more than 7 days worth of work to do what I want to do. So I think we're just going to end up swapping motors, tidy up the bay a tiny bit, paint it, thin out the harness, put it all back together. It worked great last year, so give me something to do maybe next off season or something. Fingers crossed that high compression motor holds together. I'm gonna be heartbroken if it doesn't. There we are. Borg Warner 6758. V-band everywhere. This is an awesome turbo. There's no lag. The boost threshold is really low for a 2.4. Like wasn't making 6 or 7 pounds at like 2,600. I mean That's nuts. I've never throughout the whole season, even doing some third gear stuff with 17s, did I ever have an issue with A, power, or B, being able to spool it back up when I let the RPMs drop a lot. Like I could get it down to 32, 3300, slowing up for a turn, and then once I get my angle set and stuff, I can pedal and get my wheel speed right back up, which in previous setups I've had T04S ball bearing turbo, and the boost threshold was just above 4,000. I remember being stuck once on a big turn, third gear pin, about 4,000 RPM, and she just wouldn't light. Like it was right there on the cusp. I just peeped down to my boost gauge here and there through the turn. It's just sitting at 0, and I'm just keeping this like very mild angle. Just couldn't get the wheel speed back where I wanted to. It was after that setup, I want response. I mean, the laggy turbos are cool. I like the sensation of no power and then it all coming on really quick. But for driving and like drifting and stuff, like when I push the pedal down, I want the power, I want the boost, I want the response, I want the low end torque. So since that, I've just been all about like really responsive, the smallest turbo that'll get the job done for what you want. It's the same thing I did on the Miata, and that thing was great too. Or not the same turbo, but the same theory. You know, I ran a what is it? VF 40, 45, 46, 26? Something like that. It was a factory STI or like legacy turbo off of Subaru. And on that 1.8, it was the same thing, like real responsive, really fun to drive.